Moses and the Great Exodus. The Israelites had lived in Egypt for generations, but as their numbers grew, Pharaoh feared them and enslaved them with harsh labor. He even ordered the killing of all newborn Hebrew boys. However, one baby, Moses, was hidden by his mother and later found by Pharaoh's daughter, who raised him as her own. Years later, Moses discovered his Hebrew heritage and saw the suffering of his people. After killing an Egyptian taskmaster, he fled to the land of Midian, where he became a shepherd. One day, God appeared to Moses in a burning bush and commanded him to return to Egypt and demand Pharaoh release the Israelites. With his brother Aaron by his side, Moses went before Pharaoh, but Pharaoh refused to free the slaves. In response, God sent 10 plagues upon Egypt, turning the Nile to blood, sending frogs, gnats, flies, disease, boils, hail, locusts, darkness, and finally, the death of the firstborn. Only after this final plague did Pharaoh allow the Israelites to leave. Moses led the people out, and they journeyed toward the Red Sea. However, Pharaoh changed his mind and pursued them with his army. Trapped between the sea and the soldiers, the Israelites feared for their lives. But God commanded Moses to stretch out his staff, and the sea miraculously parted, allowing the Israelites to cross on dry ground. When the Egyptians followed, the waters crashed back, drowning Pharaoh's army. The Israelites rejoiced, singing praises to God for the deliverance. The journey to the Promised Land had begun, and they placed their trust in the God who had saved them. This powerful story reminds us of God's faithfulness, His mighty power, and His desire to lead His people to freedom.